This video is about the quadratic formula. All we're going to do today is we're going to practice substituting into the formula before we actually use it to solve. So remember that the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So our beginning step here is that we first need to identify the a, b, and c values. So when I look at number one, remember that the a value is in front of the x squared, so the a value is 4, which we're going to put in for a in our equation. The b value is negative 13. It's what's in front of the x, which we're going to put in for b. And the c value is a number by itself, which is positive 3. So let's just write down our a, b, and c values. So we have a is 4, b is negative 13, and c is 3. So now all we're going to do is we're going to substitute into the quadratic formula and stop. All we want to do is practice it putting the values in the correct spot. When you substitute in a value, it's important to put parentheses around your substitute value. So we're going to have x equals negative b. So negative, and the b value is negative 13, plus or minus the square root. And then we have b squared. Well, b was negative 13, so we have negative 13 squared minus 4ac. So minus 4 times the value of a, which is also 4, times the value of c, which is 3, all over 2a. So 2 times the value of a, which is 2 times 4. All we're going to do today is practice substituting. We're not going to simplify it all. All we're doing is substituting to get into the memory of putting a, b, and c values in the correct spot. So let's look at number 2. Number 2, we have an a value of what's in front of x squared as 3. So our a value is 3. Our b value is what's in front of the x, so our b value is 2. And the c value is the number by itself, which in this case is 12, so our c value is 12. Notice that they all have plus signs or no sign, which means they are all going to be positive numbers. So now we're going to substitute. We get x equals. Remember that the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So when we start substituting, we have negative times the b value. In this case, our b value is 2, plus or minus square root of b squared. Well, b squared would be 2 squared minus 4ac. So 4 times the value of a, which is 3, times the value of c, which is 12, all over 2a. So 2 times 3. So let's try one more. In number 3, our a value, there's no number in front of the x squared, so remember that's just a 1. Our b value is the number in front of x, which in this case is going to be positive 10. And the c value is the number that's by itself, which in this case is 25. So I can substitute into my equation now. So I get x equals. So we have negative b, so negative times the b value 10, plus or minus the square root of b squared. So 10 squared minus 4ac. So 4 times 1 times 25. Make sure all of that's under the square root. And then we have all over 2a. So 2 times the a value.